Bruce Campbell.
Savages think of that thing. We are not crapping around. This is not your father's Evil Dead. Yeah. What did you just say?
He was so scared.
Yeah, you should. What are you doing here, punk? You should be home sucking your thumb. Maybe we get more house lights in here, so I can see you people. I know who I'm dealing with here. There we go. Now turn them off. Turn them off. That's fine. Yeah, now keep. I'm just kidding. Turn them on.
Right on.
A little more. Almost enough. I'm starting to see people's beady little eyes. All right. A little more. A little more. Okay. Now we're getting somewhere. Good. Wow, so any questions about the new Evil Dead, the Evil Dead remake? Yes. You will not be able to get in. Next question.
Right here.
And thank God for that.
Right here, right here.
Your mother will just rip it off the internet, don't worry about it. Yes.
Are you going to make a cameo?
Am I going to make a cameo?
Where is he?
See the movie and find out. That's how that works, baby. No spoilers today.
No spoilers.
Come on. Yes, about Evil Dead the remake. Yes.
Is the Oldsmobile Classic going to be in it?
Is the Oldsmobile Classic in it? Absolutely. There's certain things you must have in a horror movie. Sam's car, his piece of crap, 73 Delta 88 that I've tried to kill on numerous occasions. That car, by the way, is in Oz. How the hell can you put that car in Oz? I don't even know. I just know that the prop guys were like, it's in the movie. It's in the movie. Sam Campbell said, put it in the movie. It's in the movie. You'll never spot it in 100 million years. It's in Quick and the Dead. You realize that? That's a Western. Where are you going to put it? Sam stripped it down to a chassis and built a wagon on top of it. Something wonderful must have happened in that car. And to put that in every single one of his movies. Because it's not necessary. It's expensive and unnecessary. But it's in the remake, because you gotta have it. Any other questions about the remake?
Your boomstick.
The boomstick?
Yeah.
This is a remake of part 1, not
Yeah,
Army of
I know.
Darkness.
Still? Is there going to be a remake of
Will there be a remake of Army of Darkness?
No!
If Evil Dead the remake makes a sack full of dough, you bet your ass. There's plenty of young actors that we can exploit out there. You should see it. These actors, we tormented the hell out of these actors for the remake. I sent them an email before the shooting. I'm like, don't come crying to me, baby. Don't come crying to go home and cry to mama. Don't come crying to me. So, yes.
Is Ashley Williams?
There's no Ash character in the movie. Boo! If they was, they go, oh, you're different than Bruce. They're screwed either way. So just like 5 new kids, creepy cabin, book that they shouldn't have touched, that they can't help themselves, and they are cosmically screwed for 90 minutes. It's the same. Not many people getting out alive, let me just tell you that. Any other questions about the remake before we open it up to your tragic problems? Yes. Stand up when you ask your question, too, because I want everyone to delight in your t-shirts and your silly outfits and your baseball hats. Yes?
Well, I knew there was an idea for a new Evil Dead that you were possibly going to be in.
You knew that there was an idea that I might... A rumor, so you don't know, do you? And you heard it on where? The internet. Must be true. You know I've died 8 times on the internet? Actor Bruce Campbell falls off a cliff in New Zealand, dead.
Actually, seen it.
I'm a little long in in the tooth, but I ain't dead. But I digress. What was your cheeseball divergent question?
How did the idea for the remake get started?
How did it get started? A short film called Panic Attack, directed by Fede Alvarez. Yeah, that kid's seen it. And it made a big impression, and Fede was literally in people like Steven Spielberg's office 3 weeks later. It was robots attacking a city that he did for like $4 in Uruguay. He's a Uruguayan filmmaker. And so one of the meetings was with Sam, and he was a big Evil Dead fan, and Sam got to talking with him. They were trying to develop a feature version of Panic Attack. And then that got bogged down in Hollywood. There's a shocker. And so they decided to do a remake. He did a great job, Fede Alvarez. I'm glad we got him now, because we won't be able to afford him for much longer. Yes, back there. In the middle, yeah.
So I went and saw at the Hollywood Theater a few years ago your Man with the Screaming Brain.
Man with a Screaming Baby? Why is that baby here? Anyways, I was bad-mouthing. Yeah, I was bad-mouthing them. You bet, bad-mouthing them all. Yep, that was me. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah. What changed my mind? The demand for it changed my mind. He kept going, give us an Evil Dead movie. Give us an Evil Dead movie. I've been working on a TV show for 7 years. People think I died within the industry.
Yeah.
Sam Raimi's doing the biggest budget movies in all of Hollywood. We have a day job, so when the hell were we going to do another one of these? So there you go. So let's do a different version. Let's do a version where you can't see the green garden hose that's spewing the blood. Is that too much to ask? Oh, but the original was so charming. No, it wasn't. It was low budget. If we would have gotten rid of that stupid green garden hose, we would have. But we're not like George Lucas. I'm going to go back and fix all my mistakes. What does he know? He's worth $17 billion. I'm sure he's home crying. I can't believe Bruce made fun of me for fixing all my movies. I'm going to crush him. I think it can't happen. Yes.
So do you think this new director...
Are you an Ashetta? Nice!
Of course I am!
Okay. A chick with blood all over is pretty hot.
So do you think this new director...
Are you flashing me? We have screaming babies here. Okay, sorry, I digress.
So do you think this new director is tormenting these kids as much as Sam and
The new director, yes.
has tormented...
Yes, Jane Levy, the star of the show, at one point walked away from the set tearing her clothes off of her body and mumbling. We're like, yeah, it's the way better. You piece of shit, son of a bitch, remake bullshit. That's how it went. Did I have any sympathy for her? Nah. Sam would poke me in my ankle with a stick if I was hurt in the ankle. And he'd be laughing while he was doing it. So yes, Fede tormented them a great deal. Yes?
So, we all know that the budget on the first Evil Dead was minuscule to non-existent.
Minuscule, yeah. So you say, sitting in your little seat here, knowing everything. It's a pain in the ass to get that much money, pal. I tell you, there's a lot of money to us. That green garden hose costs $60. How much easier was it?
Yeah, and also...
A lot. Being on the production side, I was on the production side of the first one.
But well, barring that you have a cameo, being exclusive...
Don't split hairs. What are you getting at?
Rather than being on the acting side, what was it like being more...
It was great being a producer. Change this, and they do. Cut this, and they do. As an actor, you go, I don't like that. Shut up, you're an actor. You know what I mean? I like being a producer. What I'm talking about. Well, let's open it up to broader topics like weirdos in Portland. Keep Portland weird. All right. thinks they're weird here? How do you define weird? Like who? Can somebody stand up and give me an example of why
I'm
they...
from Portland. I've been here 5 generations.
That's not weird, that's lame.
You're not from here?
My family tree don't fork either. Why does that make you weird?
And I ain't leaving. Ever.
That is weird.
Why does that make you weird?
Shut up, asshole.
What? Heckler, kick him out.
1, 2, 3, sit down.
Yeah.
Can someone answer that legitimately? Who thinks they're weird? You think you're weird? Stand up. You're not weird enough. Sit down. Anybody here who's weird? You're a kid. You don't know anything. Sit down. Ma'am, you're pretty weird. I accuse you of being weird. I told you you were weird. Why do you think you're weird?
Because I got the Bruce Campbell seal of approval.
Seal of approval. No, but see, you didn't think you were weird before. You think you're normal.
I wouldn't say normal's a very subjective term.
It is very
certainly.
subjective, isn't
So
it?
if it's weird, it's
But to someone in Albuquerque, New Mexico, you might be a little weird.
exactly right. There's nothing wrong with that. But I
Did you move to Portland in order to wear kooky dresses and strange hairdos like
No, I
that?
did not. I chose to ostracize myself as a youth. So I've been for all my life. So.
You lived there all your life. There's another guy back there
Exactly.
going,
I don't want
I know you guys are hooking up at these conventions. I've seen it. It's a horrifying. Well, okay, fine. No one's really weird enough. That's fine. See you later, everybody. Good night. All right, now's your chance to ask those obscure, obtuse, insightful questions. Yes. Yes, Mr. Non-Weirdo. Go ahead, stand up. You look weird enough.
What did you think of Evil Dead the musical, and what do you think of the actor who portrayed you?
What did I think of Evil Dead the musical?
Yeah,
And the actor who portrayed me?
in the musical, yeah.
The original guy, Ryan. He hated me. I remember meeting him. Hey, Ryan, Bruce Campbell, how are you? He's like, yeah. I was like, what the hell's your problem? He goes, you only did this like 3 times. I've got 7 shows a week and a matinee on Saturdays. He's got to cut his hand off like every day. I only had to do it once. Like, you took the job, idiot. I like it, the musical. If you've never seen it, it's great. The first 3 rows are the splatter zone. They're covered with garbage bags because you will get hit with flying blood because when they cut your hand out, it just... And if someone's being a jerk, you're doomed because they'll just walk over and go, oh, thinking like they're acting, but basically just hosing you down. And that musical is really, it's magical. Because if you see it really well done, with good actors, in a very scrappy production, it's a lot of fun. And if you see it like I did in Bend, Oregon, with no money and questionable actors, it's still a lot of fun. You can't lose with Evil Dead the musical. Whether it sucks or it doesn't, you're still going to laugh your ass off. My favorite number is called What the Fuck Was That? It's got a great tone. It's like beach blanket bingo. And the kids are driving up to the cabin at the beginning. They're all holding a piece of the car. Like a, Frankie Avalon movie. And then the trouble starts. I recommend it. It's fun. They did a good job. Yes?
Okay.
Yes, Ninja Master.
That's kind of weird.
Oh, what? You just fell into that this morning? I see. Or did you come from a different dimension? Called Seattle. Oh, I'll speak more slowly. I hope we're not too organized for you here. Perhaps you like things a little more, I don't know, full of anarchy.
Yes.
What's your point, ninja anarchist?
Okay. My wife and I are huge Bird Notice fans. Watched it from the beginning.
Bird Notice fans from the
Yes,
beginning.
absolutely. Sam Axe, Chuck Finley forever.
Good.